Hey, what's going on, guys? Buffalogamer77 here with another pickup video. And I'll be doing a lot of these pickup videos over the next few weeks or so. Have a lot of things I picked up and just break it up into different videos instead of doing one long video. So today's video, I have about 5 games. I have 5 games to talk about. And the first 2 games are Game Boy Advance games that I found out about through Mel Jesus' Hidden Gems video for Game Boy Advance games with Reggie. And both games, I'm pretty satisfied with them. First game I want to talk about is Lady Sia. Lady Sia is an action platformer. Here's the manual for it. When I bought this game, I also bought the manual. It came with the manual as well. The game is, if you buy it loose, it's about $10. With the manual, I think I paid, I want to say, $12 or $14 for it, so not too expensive. The game, with the manual's in color. It's real cool. And here is a cartridge for it. I'm going to tell a quick short story about this cartridge here. If you've had this game or saw this game before, and you see the animation on the label cover here as being different than yours, when I bought this game, it came in the mail, because I bought it on eBay. No game store around here had this game at all. So when I bought it, and it came in the mail, I noticed the CE on it, the C under, here under Sia, the CE there, see it? And I was like, what is that? What is that even for? What does that even mean? So I took the game apart. I have my screwdriver right here. This is the screwdriver I use to take my games apart and clean them. And the ROM board looked pretty good. So after further inspection of the label, where it has the letters and numbers at the very bottom of all the Game Boy Advance games, I noticed that it has EUR for European. So this is the European release of this game. So when I turned it on, it has a lot of different languages you could choose on it. I'm not sure if the US version has all the languages or not, but it had English, I think French, Dutch. I'm not sure what else. It had probably about 6 languages you could choose from. Probably German and Italian. Not too sure. I just saw the first few languages and I was like, English, Anyways, back to the gameplay itself. So Lady Sia is a princess of a town, and she goes around trying saving some people. And also she fights enemies, obviously. And she has a sword and she kills enemies with. She's kind of rude to her people, and so it's kind of weird, she's kind of rude to everybody, but she's also like a savior of the town. So, I don't know. The game's real cool, I like it, the graphic-wise, it's really good. It has, the sounds, the music and all that, they kind of, I don't know, they're okay. Not the best, but not the worst. I've heard worse music in video games, and the controls are okay, not the best either. Probably on the bad side. Not the bad side, but I say less than good. If that's the actual rank or not, I'm not sure. But when you jump, sometimes you don't land smoothly. You sort of like fall through. There's times where you land on a little platform just like this big, and sometimes you miss it because you fall through it. One of the parts of the games, I was climbing up a ladder, trying to get a gem, and I kept falling down in a different angle. What's cool about when you actually in a landing area and you can stand still, you can look up and look down. So if you're standing still and you want to see what's above you, to jump above you, you can look up and see what's above you. The same thing with below you as well. You can look below you to see where you're going to jump to next. So that part of it's really cool. Overall, the game's real good. I like it. I would definitely recommend it. I wouldn't say it's the best game on the Game Boy Advance. There's a lot of good games on Game Boy Advance, such as Metroid Fusion, Zero Mission, and the Castlevania games also. Area of Sorrow. Harmony Dissonance. I don't know. Circle Moon's okay for me, but Area of Sorrow is probably the best Game Boy Advance game, I think. Anyways, the next game I picked up is Stigma Star Saga. It's also a game that is a action RPG platformer. And this game, you can level up into your character in it. You collect different gun data around the town area, and also has a cool element to it. There's a shooter in it too. You're like an airplane shooter game. I believe at the end of some certain parts of the game, it turns into a shooter element to it. And the controls of the shooter are okay. It can, not the best either. I'm used to, I guess faster paced shooter games, but it's on the Game Boy Advance, so it's not going to go fast. You could say, like sort of like Blazing Lasers for TurboGrafx-16. That game is fast. But this game is pretty cool. I like it a lot. I played for about an hour of this game, and basically this short storyline of the game is you're part of a group the Sigma Star group, and your character goes undercover, against the the Krills. The Krills are the enemies, so you actually join the Krills, and you need to earn their trust. So there's a lot of drama going on in this game. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like it. I definitely recommend it. If you're a fan of action RPG, platformers, and shooters, which I am, I think it's a must-have game in your Game Boy Advance collection. Both of the games are pretty cheap. This game loose for Lady Sia is $10, and for Sigma Star Saga is also about $10, maybe $15. But I think I paid $10 for my copy. So if you haven't heard these games at all, check out some videos on them, some game footage of it, and check them out. And maybe get lucky in your game store might have them. I would say definitely get them if you see them in your local game store for a good price. Let's see. Next games I picked up are from GameStop, and I picked up these 3 games here. Let's see. The first game I picked up I know nothing about, and it was $3. And I was like, well, whatever. I'll take a chance at it. The game was complete with a manual, and this game is called Ninja Reflex. So I'm not too sure what this game's about at all. Let's see. Wield the Wii remote as a sword, throwing star, and nunchucks, and more. Up to 4 players compete and for ninja supremacy. I don't know. But here's the inside of the game. Here's the manual for it, and here's the game itself. I figured for $3, why not add it to the collection and one day play it, right? Next game is Red Steel 2. I didn't play Red Steel 1. I probably should have bought that one first, but this is the game I picked up. It has a manual here, the game over here. Red Steel 1 and 2 are about the same price. I don't know. I just picked up number 2. And the last game I picked up is for Xbox 360. And this is Resident Evil for it. The game came complete with the game over here and the manual over here. Also came with the 48-hour free trial for Xbox Live. Still unused. And also an advertisement for a game made by Capcom called Dark Void. Now, if you played any of these 3 games here, comment below and tell me your thoughts on them, because I know nothing about these games. These 3 games cost about, I think it was like $12 to $14 total. So for $12 to $14, I was like, you know what, just pick them up and check them out eventually, and get them added to the collection for now. Well, these are my 5 pickups I did so far. Again, I have more pickups to do. I just did 5 of them today. I have more games that I picked up over the last 6 to 8 months or so to show you guys. I do appreciate you guys watching my channel and watching my videos. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'll be publishing more videos shortly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You guys have a good night.